Bro, I'm trash. Do you see this? Do you see it? Bro, I'm so bad. I haven't laid a single punch. She's over here going easy on me. She got to 100 on me and didn't even fight me after that. Yeah, let's play Mario Kart. Let's do it. This is Isaiah Peck playing Nintendo Switch. Switch music video is out now, and you're watching Pushthewall. I was born in Toronto at Toronto General, and then I was raised in Brampton until I was 10, and then I moved around a little bit, and now I'm kind of in Saga and Brampton because, you know, my parents. Yeah, it was pretty good though. Brampton, simple people, lots of mix up, but I stay out of it. Hobbies as a kid, I used to love basketball growing up. That's what my mom always told me. I have a lot of baby photos with basketballs and stuff, and then I played baseball for a bit, and then eventually I chose dance. So sports, and then, you know, got into dance. Started dancing at the age of 9 at Jade's Hip Hop Academy in Brampton. When I started dancing, I went to a musical theater school downtown, and that's what led me into acting, and then my agency, and then I ended up on the TV show, which is a dance TV show. And then from there, just my dad used to do music as a musical engineer, and you know, I just found myself back into the studio and recording. So it wasn't a hard transition, but you know, they all kind of led to each other. I booked The Next Step. It's a Canadian TV series on Family Channel. I booked it in 2015, 2016. And I've been on it since. Been on it for 3 seasons, and I've done a couple tours with it. It's like a reality TV series, and it takes place at a dance studio. There's a lot of like drama, competition, you know, it's a fun little kid show. I would say Smash Bros. Melee, but of course I'm trash. So I would have to say Tekken. I played a lot of like Dragon Ball video games, a lot of racing games. So like, we played a lot of Sonic too, a lot of retro games. I had a Nintendo 64 that my auntie bought for me, and I still have it till this day. I love that thing. I had the Duck Hunt gun for forget what it was. It was like a Nintendo game, and I brought it to Thanksgiving, and my grandma took it away from me because she was like, no guns at Thanksgiving. Yeah, so you know, that was that. Bro, I just got destroyed. I didn't even realize. Okay, I would have to say like Proud Family, Recess, The Weekenders. When I was growing up, I used to love Elmo, and I used to love like Elmo and Blue's Clues too. My mom would always put that on when I was a baby, so just like, you know, those two they're pretty fire. I think the one thing that drove me to it the most is that whenever I'm dancing and I'm listening to music, I feel some sort of energy. It's like the music gives off an essence that you love, and I wanted to learn how to emulate that and create that and make other people feel that as well. So whenever I'm listening to music and it makes me feel happiness or joy, love, and just like enthusiasm, I want to be able to do that for other people with my music too. You're not gonna believe this, but I was in like 2nd grade, and we recorded a song in my dad's recording studio because he used to engineer, right? And it's on YouTube. You hear like, go Zaya, go Zaya, go. And he was like, yo, I can make the whole school say your name, because it was for the talent show. And I was like, no, you couldn't. And then we got to school. I danced at the talent show to my own song that I recorded, and the whole school said my name. And that's when I fell in love with like performing and just music in general. Yeah. Transformers, like Mike, easily. What? Breaking. Like Electric Boogaloo. Bro, I used to want to be this kid. I was like, I want to do geometry on a mansion with paint. What? When you're dropping music, you start to, like when you're in the studio and you're working on it, you don't feel as pressured. But once you start, you know, putting it out there, it's like you start to doubt yourself, and you start to think about, is it good enough? Man, I sound weird. And then you're like, is anyone going to like it? But at the end of the day, you just got to believe in yourself and understand that there's an audience for everything. Not everyone's gonna like you. Sometimes it's okay to be different, and yeah, man, if you love doing it, then like don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Just put it out there, and put it out there for yourself. Yes, it's necessarily for the world, but also just like, if you love the art you're creating, put it out. When I first announced it, everyone seemed really excited, and then when it was out, it was like I started getting calls from people that I rarely even talk to sometimes, and I was just like, okay, this is crazy. So yeah, it had a really good reaction. We just dropped the video for it. It's getting even more reactions now, and just people are enjoying the music. People are enjoying the fact that it's clean too. You know what I mean? Just like, And I'm not even trying to be clean on purpose. I'm just being clean because that's the type of person I am. It's the hardest question in life because I'm a dancer, I'm an actor, and now I'm doing music. So it varies. I kind of just say I'm an artist in general, and then whatever I'm working on with that person just kind of, you know, shows up. Or, you know, you just like search deep into my life and find find out what I do. Yeah, but I say I'm an artist first. For like this first run, it was really easy. I kind of just was always in the studio. Well, okay, so Devin Tracy is like my big brother, basically. Not really, but like he's kind of like my big brother, especially when it comes to the music stuff. He was the one reason why I went to my dance studio in Brampton, and then he helped me out when it came to recording. So I was recording at Sunny Diamonds, and then since he was always at the sessions, it was like, yo, you have to hop on one song at least, you know what I mean? So Glory Boy J is like family to me. He is family. So when I was creating songs, I just kept him in mind, and then we ended up getting one. So that was that too. Growing up, I went through phases. I listened to a lot of Tribe Called Quest. Sorry, I had to like focus for a second. I had to stop playing. Growing up, I listened to a lot of Tribe Called Quest, Wu-Tang, SWV, TLC. And then I went through another phase where I started listening to like Omarion and Chris Brown and B5 and The Dream. And then I went through another phase when I hit high school and just started listening to like Jaden Smith and Travis Scott and Drake. So yeah, I have a really wide variety of music that I like. Yes and no. Reason being is because Toronto's filled with a lot of talented people, and also it is a competitive industry that I'm in, but also the fact that like I just naturally feel like I'm different. Also, just like people have this like preconceived notion that when they see me, they think I'm different than how I actually am, and then they get to know me and they're like, oh, like he's soft, like he's not he's not as hard as his dreads are, you know what I mean? So no, I don't feel like there's a lot of competition for me personally. I just have fun with it, and also just like I show a lot of love. Anyone that I can show love to, I show love to. I've been into songwriters lately. I've been listening to a lot of Vori. I've been listening to Tone Stith, listening to Lucky Day, and Danny Lay. I'm like super on Danny Lay lately. I don't know why. She's sick. Dance. I love dance. I think dance is my first love. Dance is my passion. They're all my passions. I have a lot of passions, but dance is the one thing that like pushed me forward into all this. It's the thing that I fell in love with first. So it's like, who do you love more, your mom or your dad? When you're a kid and you're just like, I love you guys both, you know? So that's a question. B5 by B5, The Dreams Love Hate album, and Omarion 21. And I know those like the back of my hand still. Those still slap. I don't care what anyone says. I would say that the artwork was a really big deal to me. It ended up being graphic art specifically because I didn't want to like show my face right away. So I was like, is there another way that we can do this that still makes it really appealing and eye-catching? And I love like graffiti and things like that. So I was like, let's go with a graphic art type of cover. And that's how we ended up doing that. So for the first full project, I'm probably going to end up like, you know, showing my face on the cover. But for those, it was a lot more graphic art stuff. And I think I just wanted something that correlated with the music really well. Yeah, just showcased it best. Because when you're listening to music, the first thing that comes to your mind is visuals. Like, what does it say to you visually? So whenever like I add music on my phone, the first thing that comes to mind is whatever the cover art is for that song or that album. You know what I mean? Like when you think about Drake, if you're reading This Is Too Late, you think about the scribble on a piece of paper, you're like, dang, like that's the first thing that comes to your head, you know what I mean? So yeah, artwork is important to me. When I was in the studio creating, I wanted to do a video for Insecure right away just because I loved the song. And then my dad wanted to do a video for Switch, and I was like, okay, yeah, but we're gonna wait. So we ended up doing Insecure first. And I'm really proud of that because one, it's my first music video. Two, I came up with the concept with my director, Axel Villamil, and we just kind of brought it to life. It was exactly what I envisioned, and I'm so happy about it. And then Switch we literally came up with in like a day. Like I knew, my dad found the location. He would tell you that he did it all himself, but he didn't. I found the location, and so sorry, what am I saying? He found the location, and from that point on, we knew that we wanted to do it there because of like the song lyrics with Swish, and we wanted to do graphic drawing on the actual music video because of the cover art and stuff like that. And yeah, it ended up coming out really well. And I knew that I wanted to do like a skit at the beginning of the music video as well, just because we're figuring out how to mesh the acting with the dancing and the music, and it just kind of worked out that way. But it was fun, man. Switch was so much fun to shoot. We had such a good time that day. And the craziest part is that, like, when I said that I was shooting the video, I literally just said, yo, anyone come out, and there was fans that came out from around the city. So that was dope as hell to see. I was so happy about that. Yeah, good time. Family, friends, food, music, like, I'm proud of them both. Bro, I'm trash. Do you see this? Do you see it? Bro, I'm so bad. I haven't laid a single punch. She's over here going easy on me. She got to 100 on me and didn't even fight me after that. Yeah, let's play Mario Kart. Let's do it. Let's do it. Get me off of this. We got tracks lined up. Just depends on when. Everything's got to be perfect timing. You'll feel it. You'll know when the music's coming. I won't just like. Actually, I might drop it surprisingly, but like, you know, it's coming. It's coming. That's the answer. Biggest obstacle that I had to face was depression. I lost my grandmother in 2013, and she was my best friend. She was like my biggest supporter. And basically when that happened, I was just going through high school. And when I lost her, it was like the first person that I lost close to me. And I just wanted to like give up on everything. I just stopped trying. And I just eventually it clicked, and I knew that she wouldn't want that, and she'd want me to pursue my dreams because her dying promise was that I would make it. So that was one thing that I had to overcome, but I just use it as fuel every day, and I know that she's smiling from above, so yeah. Okay, childhood celebrity crush. I don't even remember half of the crushes I had when I was a kid. Zendaya's bad. Shake it up. Shake it up. Shake it up any day, please. I have crushes now. Chloe and Halle are beautiful. They got locks on their head. I love them. And their voices are like angels. Who else? Oh, Georgia Smith is gorgeous. Bro, there are so many beautiful women in the world. I'm sorry. I can't even answer this question without having to go home and write an essay about it. Have fun. Like, life is short. Like, don't be afraid to smile. Don't be afraid to laugh. Don't be afraid to fall on your ass. You know what I mean? And lastly, when you do fall on your ass, get back up. Fall down 9, get up 10. Like, if I fall down 9 times, I'm still gonna get back up for that last round. It doesn't matter. So just keep fighting, keep pushing, keep moving forward. I want to hit like 100K streams on a song. I haven't done that yet because, you know, we still starting out. But I just want to keep going. I just want to keep moving forward. Like, any progress is progress to me. It doesn't matter how small. You know what I mean? So goals for this year is just to get better at what I'm doing personally. That could be dancing. That could be acting. That could be music, especially. But I just want to get better.